Hi everybody, welcome to another hand tools and tips, and today I want to take a look at planing very thin objects. This Rubo workbench is a real workhorse. I can pretty much hold and handle anything I want to work with, a plane, chisel saw, etc. Where we run into problems is when we start dealing with very thin pieces like this. And if I were to try to, clamp this in my in-vise, it's just so thin that the slightest bit of pressure is going to cause it to bow up on the bench like this, and you're not going to get a flat surface. I have a bench dog down here that is raised probably less than 1/8 of an inch above the bench top. This piece is heavy 3/32, and I want to get it down to 1/8 of an inch. So I recessed my bench dog way down in the bench so that I've still got clearance to run a plane over it. But I still run into the issue where, because it's so thin and so flexible, if I try to plane back here, it's going to inevitably start to bow up in the middle like that. I can try holding it with my hand, kind of working backwards to plane it, but inevitably it ends up being more work than necessary. You put kind of weird balance on the plane, you'll end up tapering or taking the piece out of square. Your best bet always is to have the piece securely fastened. Now you can build a shooting type appliance for the length of it to hold it in place, or you can just take a tiny little bit of double stick tape. This is just Turner's tape. Stick it right in the middle where it's going to bow the most. Set it firmly against your stop. Press it into place on your bench. Now we'll see if that's enough. If I need more, obviously I will add another piece. And that seems to be holding really well. And I can go ahead and plane this to the thickness I want. You can see how I'm getting really consistent shavings here as compared to the kind of, half shavings I was getting before, because I was working so hard to hold it down to the bench. You're just not focusing on getting a good solid cut. Now that the piece itself is not moving, I have no worries, and I get really nice even shavings, so I know I'm keeping the piece square and flat. Just as simple as that. No need to build a jig in this case.